Broke people don't have a money problem. Let me say that again, because it sounds wrong. Being broke is almost never about money. Two people can earn the exact same paycheck, and one quietly builds wealth, while the other is checking his account in a cold sweat on the 14th. Same income, opposite life. The difference is 6 things happening inside their heads, and not one of them is in the bank. We are going through all 6 today, and the last one is the reason most people never get out. To demonstrate each one, I brought in our resident expert in losing money, Penny. Penny is broke in ways science is still trying to understand. So let's climb inside his head. It won't take long. There's a lot of room in there. Pattern 1. They think looking rich and being rich are the same thing. The always broke brain doesn't actually want money. It wants the costume of money. Psychologists have a fancy term for this: conspicuous consumption. Penny calls it investing in his image. So Penny leased a car he can't afford to impress people he doesn't like on a road he can't afford the gas to drive on. His wallet has not recovered. Neither has the wallet's will to live. Pattern 2. The future is a stranger they owe nothing to. There's a real thing in psychology called present bias. Your brain treats future you like a completely different person who frankly can fend for himself. Penny would never lend money to a stranger on the street, and yet every single month he robs future Penny blind. Future Penny has a name for present Penny. It is not a kind one. Pattern 3. They simply do not look. The always broke person has a relationship with their bank account, and that relationship is avoidant. Checking the balance feels like opening a letter from the doctor, so Penny just doesn't. Penny operates entirely on vibes. Does he have money? Penny doesn't know. Penny prefers to find out at the checkout, in front of a full queue, when the card says no. Pattern 4. Small numbers don't feel real to them. 5 euros isn't money to Penny. 5 euros is nothing. The trouble is, Penny says this about 40 different things a day. The coffee? That's nothing. The snack? Nothing. Another app he'll open exactly once. Nothing. He's bleeding out one nothing at a time, and at the end of the month, 100 little nothings have quietly added up to his rent, which he now cannot pay because of the nothings. Pattern 5. Hope is their entire financial strategy. The always broke brain doesn't budget. It believes. Penny doesn't have a plan to get rich. Penny has a feeling. There's the coin a guy in a group chat swore was about to explode. The course that teaches you how to sell courses. The lottery ticket that is, and I really cannot stress this enough, not a retirement plan. Penny is always one lucky break away from being completely fine. He has been one lucky break away for 9 years. Pattern 6. This is the one I warned you about. They cannot quit anything. There's a trap called the sunk cost fallacy. You keep pouring money into a bad thing precisely because you already put money into it. Penny is still paying for a gym he last walked into during a different decade. He's still holding a stock that has, at this point, become less of an investment and more of a hostage situation. Letting go would mean admitting he was wrong, and Penny would genuinely rather stay broke than be wrong. So, he manages to be both. And that is exactly why people get stuck here for life. Not because they can't get out, because quitting the mistake feels worse than living in it. Now here's the part nobody actually tells you. Remember what I said at the start? Being always broke is almost never about math. Penny can do math. The number was never the problem. The problem is that every money decision Penny makes is secretly an emotional one. He spends to feel rich. He avoids to feel calm. He gambles to feel hope. He clings to feel right. Money is just a thing that quietly gets set on fire, while he manages his feelings. And that, right there, is the real difference between the people who stay broke and the people who climb out. It was never about the income. The ones who escape aren't smarter than Penny. They didn't find the secret. They just stopped letting their feelings hold the wallet. So, if you saw a little bit of yourself in any of that, good. That's not an insult. That's the first honest look at the account you've been avoiding. Spotting the pattern is genuinely the only thing that's ever broken it. Penny, naturally, recognized nothing. Penny watched this entire video, nodded along, felt deeply and personally attacked, and then immediately financed a jet ski. I'm Penny. I've made every money mistake so you don't have to. Subscribe before my wallet files for divorce. And just so we're clear, this is comedy, not financial advice. I am, by a wide margin, the last person alive you should be taking money tips from.